Howdy folks, it's Not Jay from Not Jay's Tabletop Gaming, and this video brings us the American artillery assets as depicted by Lock and Load Publishing's WaW85. There's a short little video in comparison to what the Soviets brought us, so let's dive right in. The American list of artillery is very concise. In this particular game, you have exactly one self-propelled howitzer, and it's the M109. The M109 is a self-propelled 155 millimeter howitzer. It's got a range of 65 hexes with 3 dice needing 4s to hit. It does have the black triangle, so it does have a minimum range of 3 hexes. It is armored a bit with 1 die needing 6s. It does have a speed of 6 hexes, and its assault value is 1 die needing 5s to hit. When it reduces, really the only difference we get is the number of dice rolling in the attack. It goes from 3 down to 2, still a 65 hex range, needing 4s on those 2 dice. Still the 6 save, the 6 speed, and the 1 die needing 6s in the assault. And that's it. That's what the Americans bring to battle when it comes to howitzers. Now, I do know that up until at least 1983, the National Guard units that had artillery had the M110s, which were the 8-inch guns, but for whatever reason, it was decided not to include any of those in this particular game. And that's okay. Hopefully we'll see them later on. So the Americans do have the M106 self-propelled mortar. It's in an M113 carrier, and that mortar back there is the M120, which is the 120 millimeter mortar. And it is got a range here of 25 hexes, 3 dice needing 5s to hit. It does have that minimum range triangle, so anything under 3 hexes you can't fire at it since it's not don't have a direct fire option. And this gives a speed of 6 with the light armor, 1 die needing 6s to save. Again, 1 die needing 5s in assault. It is armored enough to be able to reduce, and we just reduce it down to 2 dice using 23 hexes, 5s to hit. So it's interesting that it is also slightly shorter range when we reduce. I don't know if that is a misprint or not a misprint, but a typo. I'll have to check with the guys at Lock and Load to see if that is supposed to be 23 or if it's supposed to be 25. That'll be interesting to find out. The Americans have got a couple of anti-tank weapons specifically designed as support vehicles. You've got the M901 improved tow vehicle, and again, it's an M113 that has what they call the hammerhead launch system on the top. Basically what this does is it has the 2 tubes for the tow missiles and the optics for guiding the missiles downrange, controlled by the gunner inside the M113 itself. It's got a direct fire of anti-tank capability, 13 hexes, 4 dice, needing 4s to hit. It is that green anti-tank, so it is a missile. You do have to roll on the low ammo chart. It does have an HE value for lightly armored equipment and personnel, and that's a range of 2, needing 1 die for 5s to hit. And that's going to be the M2 50 caliber machine gun that it carries. Again, it has a 6-up save on a single die, speed of 6, assault value 1 dice needing 5s to hit. It does reduce, and we go from 4 dice down to 2 dice. Again, 13 distance, 4s to hit. and the 50 cal still stays there. 2 hexes, 1 die, 6 to hit. That is one of the anti-tank capable vehicles that are designed specifically for carrying the tow with the M901. The other vehicle that they bring out is what they call the Jeep tow, and this is exactly what it is. It is a tow missile launcher in the back of a Jeep, and it's 13 range forward dice needing 4s to hit because it's the tow. It has no HE capability. It has no assault capability. It's a soft skin. It has a speed of 6, and when it reduces, it goes away. It's literally a Jeep with, I think, 3 guys in it. And again, it's a platoon, so it's probably 4 or 5 Jeeps. But you know, you get the point. They're pretty expendable, all things considered. So there are your anti-tank weapons or anti-tank systems that the Americans bring. For battlefield anti-aircraft, again, we take an M113, we slap a 20mm Vulcan on top of it and call it M163 Vulcan SPAAG. SPAAG stands for Self-Propelled Anti-Aircraft Gun. It's got a range of 7, 2 dice needing 5s to hit. It does have an HE value of 4 range, 2 dice needing 5s to hit. It does have that 6 save on a single die, speed of 6, and its assault value is 2 dice needing 4s. Now, it is only a single step unit for whatever reason, even though it's an M113 just like the M901, just like the M113 itself. So you would think it would have a little bit of armor on it. It does not. Again, that is a decision that was made by Keith and the team. So we just go with it. So the other anti-aircraft vehicle that the Americans bring is the Chaparral. It is also on an M113 chassis. The difference is here is the cargo area is cut out and the driver area, the crew area, is built up over the engine, which is on the M113 right up here. So basically they took everything from the floor up and removed it and replaced it with a little bit higher floor for the turret for the missiles to sit on, and then built a driver cabin over the engine here. Now this has got a range of 60 with 2 dice needing 4s to hit. The reason why it's got a range of 60 is it is using missiles. If I remember correctly, those are sidewinders. So what they did is they took the sidewinder that you normally find on an F4 or an F16 or an F15, put it on 4 of them onto rails on a turret, and then you got a guy sitting in the middle here in a cabin tracking them with either self-tracking, or if I remember correctly, it does have a radar system somewhere close by, and that will, track them and launch the weapon. It does have a single die for a 6 to save, a speed of 6, but it too is only a 1-step unit. And there you have it, the Americans with their long-range artillery plus anti-tank and anti-air assets. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're getting closer to the time where I'm going to be putting the tokens down onto a map and showing some mechanics, and eventually getting to see how the game is played when I actually do one of the scenarios. So keep on the lookout for that in the future videos, and until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.